Yes.
And Julian's the only one. Julian's the only one.
Okay, take it. And action.
One will fall, one will turn, and one will suffer fate worse than death.
Who will turn?
Wally.
I might have to agree with that.
Oh, and then someone who faced something worse than death is Joe, because both of his kids one's dead and then the other one turned into a villain.
Smooth.
And then Barry tries everything he can do.
That was crazy. That's awesome. I feel that theory. I like it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ with my brothers Jeremy and Bears.
Hola! What's good?
Bringing you another weekly recap of this week's The Flash mid-season finale. This episode was called The Present. Roll the clip.
In a flashback, Julian and his team are on an excavation when they discover an artifact. He opens a box containing the Philosopher's Stone, which releases Savitar. In the present, Team Flash tried to celebrate the holidays, but the looming threat of Savitar and alchemy keeps them from feeling the Christmas spirit. They discover that Julian may have answers as to who Savitar and alchemy may be, so Barry goes to talk to him. Julian tells him about his expedition that turned out nothing, and that Savitar is the first metahuman speed. He then lies to Barry about finding the artifact on the trip. On Earth 3, Garrick tries to stop the trickster when Barry appears to help. He then asks Jay for his help with Savitar. Jay tells him the evil speedster's origins and that Savitar is preparing to battle Barry because he sees him as a threat. He then agrees to help Barry stop him. Jay then tells him to spend time with his loved ones in the meantime. Cisco begins to see hallucinations of Dante and he tells Caitlin. He shares memory of Dante and she shares memories of her dad. Iris finds out that Julian lied about finding the Philosopher's Stone, so Barry goes to confront him. The team then get an alert of alchemy using the stone, so Jay goes with Barry. Wally asks to come along and tries to get HR to tell the team about their training sessions. Barry refuses to let him come along and says that they will have to talk when they return. When the Scarlet Speedsters arrive, Jay battles Savitar while Barry takes on alchemy. As Savitar is about to kill Jay, Barry locks the stone away, causing the evil speedster to vanish. Barry unmasks alchemy and is trapped to find out he is Julian. Barry locks him in a pipeline, and when he wakes, Julian refuses to admit he is alchemy. Cisco tells Barry that the box containing the stone is made up of nothing he's ever seen before. Later, after an argument between the Wests, Joe tells Barry that Wally has been acting as if someone else is thinking for him. Barry thinks that Julian is in control of his actions as alchemy and decides to reveal himself as a Flash. After Barry gains his trust, Julian confesses that he had suffered blackouts and tells him the truth of what happened in the excavation. Cisco sees Dante, who tells him to open the box so that they can be together again. He opens it and Savitar is released. The team watch as Barry is savagely beaten by Savitar, so Wally rushes to save him. Caitlin tries to convince Cisco to close the box or the two will die. He closes it just in time to save them. Later, the team set up a rig so that they can confirm that Savitar is using Julian as his puppet. The tech works, and Savitar begins speaking through Julian. Savitar tells him that he knows everything about all of them. He then tells them that one of them will betray the team and one of them will fall. He then reveals that Future Barry had trapped him, and he was going to get his revenge. Jay proposes that they throw it into the Speed Force since they cannot destroy the box. When Barry launches the box, a shockwave sends him 5 months into the future. He sees Savitar kill Iris in front of his future self, but is then pulled back to the present by Jay. Jay tells a worried Barry that the future isn't set, but it doesn't mean he can control what will happen. He returns to Earth 3, and the team go to the West to celebrate Christmas. The team give Wally his Kid Flash uniform as a gift, and Julian shows up to join them. Cisco worries when he sees Caitlin using her powers to make it snow, but she assures him that she can control it. Barry then takes Iris to the new apartment, and they profess their love for each other. How happy are you that the Flash ended on a happy note? Why didn't Jay Garrick join them for Christmas? What will happen now that the box containing Savitar is trapped in the Speed Force? Maybe this is where it all started. Who is Savitar? What are his origins? And why did he keep saying, I am the future Flash? Now that Wally has been accepted by Barry to be part of the team, what will happen to him? Will Jesse Quick and Harry come back? Will Jay come back if Savitar comes back? And can Barry prevent the future of Iris dying? Will Julian don the alchemy mask once again, but this time pick up the name of Mr. Element? And will Cisco and Caitlin suit up? The next time that we see them, who's the person that will betray the team? And who's the one that will fall? We'll find out in the next episode of The Flash. Returns in a month and a half.
Alright. Before we do the one sentence, Bears, did you get a chance to watch the finale of the crossover?
I did.
Oh, your spirit had few choice words, so we want to ask you how you felt like they wrapped that up.
I liked it.
Yay.
It's a nice little bow they just tied on there. It's pretty good.
3 parts one part from each part of the crossover that were your favorite moments.
Every time everybody was on screen together, that was awesome.
Yes.
The fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
That was sick.
That was a good one. Let's see here, what else we got? I want to say John Diggle as Green Arrow. That amused me.
Sure, yeah.
And just Supergirl being just completely OP in the side of the universe.
Dude, she was awesome. But yes, it was a pretty awesome crossover. We can't wait to see what comes next. Freaking, they're not the Justice League, they're the freaking Justice Club. That's what we're going to call them. So, getting into this episode, one sentence.
Indiana Jones and the Philosopher's Stone.
Damn it, that was a good one. Should have said that one.
HR knows best.
Yes, he does. Every iteration of Wells knows something about everything.
Yes.
So we get to the team at the beginning, at the very beginning. Sorry, we missed like a few seconds of it, but we get the backstory of how Julian fell upon the Philosopher's Stone, Indiana Jones style, like you said, and he basically releases Savitar from a box, and that begins his story. It kills like I think 3 or 4 of them that were down there with him. I think one of them was his girlfriend. Is that what he said?
I believe so.
So we go back to the present where we see Team Flash trying to get into the holiday spirit, and HR, is trying to get everybody's moods up, but it's hard to stay that way when you've got Savitar and Alchemy out there in the open.
That's true.
So what happens after?
Cisco
Yes.
starts seeing visions of his brother.
Dante.
Mm-hmm.
Just popping up everywhere, freaking him out. He then discovers that, or not, it was Cisco who discovered that, right? That Julian had knowledge about the stone. So Barry goes to talk to him, and obviously he just doesn't relay much information on that whole thing. He just basically says Savitar was the first meta created, and we didn't find anything on the excavation that we went on. But he's lying. He's a big liar. And then Savitar calls out to him.
Yes.
So Barry goes to who?
Jay Garrick at Earth 3.
Yes. It seems like every other Earth is more fun than this main Earth.
That one was so in the past. It was incredible.
It looks
so
awesome.
nice.
Yeah. So
Well, it looked great, but like it's just the way Trickster and
yeah.
Jay
Yes.
Garrick interacted. It was just straight out of the 80s. It was amazing.
That's so true.
I think that was just a call out to the old Flash series with him. It was it's like classic comical type situations basically. So yes, Barry stops the jokester or helps stop the jokester, and he's like, "Hey, I need help, Jay. Savitar, help me." And then he's just like, "Dude, what the hell did you do? You got this. You unleashed this demon, man."
Yeah. And he thought he was just a myth.
Yes, but apparently every speedster's heard of him, but
Yeah.
he's never talked to one who's actually survived an encounter.
Mm.
It's actually kind of cool to know that the reason why Savitar is coming after Barry is because he poses a threat to him.
Yeah.
But we learn more about that later on in the episode. Meanwhile, HR is training Wally. And see, I'm all for Wally becoming Kid Flash and all that. I want to see him become this hero, but he's like he compares himself too much. That's the one thing that bothers me. It's like, okay, that's the thing. You're faster than Barry was, but when Barry got faster, he didn't gloat about much because he had too much to deal with. Focus on being good at being a speedster because there's more than just being fast, and then be a hero. You don't gotta like show off. But I thought those moments between him and HR are pretty funny. And what happens after? Jay tells Barry to hang out with his family, right?
Yeah.
While he still can.
Yeah.
Cisco and Caitlin have a heart-to-heart, and they talk about, his brother and her dad. And Barry finds out from Iris that what?
The whole story about the 4 scientists being dead. And Julian's the only one that was left alive.
Yes. So before Barry can even confront him, they get an alert that Alchemy is on top doing some Harry Potter stuff on this like globe thingy.
Yeah.
And they go to confront him, but who else appears there? Or him and Jay. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, him and Jay confront him. And who else ended up being there?
Savitar.
Yes, and he basically ragdolled the shiz out of Jay.
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
Before he can deliver the final blow, Barry incapacitates Alchemy and shields the stone back into the box. The box is what's called
I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. It has like
I thought it was
name.
just
They
called
call-
the box.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So the box.
I don't think it had a name, did it?
Yeah, the stone was called the Brahmastra.
Oh, okay.
That's someone said AKA the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So they bring him back. They put him in the pipeline. But what does Julian say when the Flash talks to him?
He said he has no idea that he...
I don't know what you're talking about. You're a liar.
Perfect. That was perfect.
Malfoy. And Cisco, he talks to Cisco after, right? That's what happens. He goes upstairs.
Yeah.
Cisco's like, this box, it does not exist, basically. It's made up of nothing that is on this earth. Then while that's happening, you got the West household having an argument because Wally's just he's pushing it a little bit. Joe doesn't want him out there, and he's like, no, it's bad. And then HR also gets in the hot seat as well. And then Joe talks to Barry. He's like, it's like Wally's there, but he's not thinking for himself, which sparks the idea that what?
Maybe he blacks out.
He's there, but like
Julian.
the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yes.
Yes, but
I totally forgot what they actually
Julian is the same way. So he goes to talk to him, and he's like, "Are you blacking out?" He's like, "No," because he still doesn't want to give anything up. So he reveals himself to him. He shares his secret, and that could have not been more reminiscent of Malfoy yelling at Harry for being the true wizard. I guess he kind of gains his trust, and he tells Barry the whole entire shebang bang that his team got killed, and he didn't remember anything. He woke up in his hotel.
Yeah.
So what happens while this conversation is going on?
Cisco, he's still seeing visions.
Yes.
And his brother Dante basically convinces him to open the box.
What's in the box? And when he does, it's just the biggest F me moment, I think. Like, I nearly crapped my pants when I saw Savitar pop out of there, and Cisco's just like staring at the box like, ooh, pretty colors. And Savitar doesn't waste any time to just grab Barry and start ragdolling him all over the place. You gotta give it to Barry, though. He could take a beating, because Clarice was getting thrown around like that, and he got killed.
That's
Yes.
true. Yeah. Oh, you
So-
mean in the cell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Savitar was trying to kill him at that point.
Yeah. So Wally rushes in, says some witty banter to Savitar, and both of them end up getting their asses kicked. He didn't even touch him. And Caitlin turns out to be the hero and convinces him to shut the box. After that whole thing, passes, what does Cisco propose they do?
Use Julian?
Yes.
As, I don't know. Use him to talk to...
Conduit.
Yeah, there you go.
And it works. It actually proves Barry's theory that Savitar is using alchemy. He really wasn't just an acolyte, and he's talking through him.
Yeah.
And he reveals to the team that one of them will fall, one of them will betray them, and that Barry was the reason why he got trapped.
Yeah.
And he's coming for revenge. Then what happens after this? Barry's like, screw you, and he turns it off.
Mm-hmm. I think that's when they decide to send the stone in the box through the Speed Force.
What's in the box? Yes. So Jay and Barry, super speed.
Yeah. That was sick. That was like a relay race.
Exactly. Yes.
Toss the
pretty.
baton.
It's an epic relay race, which probably lasted about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, they throw it through, but what happens?
Part of the Speed
There
Force.
was blowback, and Barry Allen got fired into the future.
Yeah.
So the first time we've seen him in the future. Like, he's had glimpse of like the Flash Museum while running through the Speed Force and everything, but this is the first time.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. But in his first time in the future, what does he see?
The death.
Of...
Oh, I thought you were going to finish it, Bears.
Oh, that was my cue. Okay.
It's okay. Pick it up
Okay.
from action.
Iris was!
By Savitar.
Yeah.
And then he gets pulled away back, and you just see the magical arm of Jay Garrick pop out of nowhere and pull him back to the present.
He's super fast, too.
Yeah, this version is a lot faster
Jay Garrick? Yeah.
than the
crazy.
comic version. Barry is obviously worried because this is a future
Yeah.
that might happen, and it's hard for Jay not to tell him that he could change it, but essentially he can't, because you have to let things happen, but that doesn't mean that's their fate.
Yeah.
There could be things that change it down the line, but obviously one's going to have to be traded for the other.
It's dangerous to see the future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he goes back to Earth 3, tells Barry, don't screw up anything else while I'm gone, and the team decides to celebrate back at the West household. They give Wally his suit. Julian, who initially refused or declined Caitlin's offer to join them, ended up showing up, and he even gave Barry his job back. This is a nice moment, man, to see Malfoy not be a freaking follower of the Dark Lord for just a second. And it's all happy. Caitlin makes it snow, and then Barry takes Iris to the new apartment, and then they make Nick.
Yes.
And it was actually a happy mid-season finale.
True. Except for the fact that he knows what might happen.
Yes, so that's why the title of the present is even more ironic, because of how he needs to treat the timeline now.
True.
So, Easter eggs.
I don't know.
Damn, I wrote
Easter eggs and
I have
references.
no idea.
I wrote a bunch of stuff, but it's like all jumbled.
It's okay, let's do references. The things that you saw.
I heard Jumanji
Okay.
by Cisco.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Yes.
Grinch.
Grinch, yes.
John Lennon. They were singing a song by the Beatles. Or he
Were
quoted
No, I think the other dude, the one that's still alive.
Paul McCartney.
McCartney, there you
Okay. Whoops. The future villain that he stopped when they mentioned.
go. Oh, Plunder.
Yes.
Yeah. He's apparently part of the new Rogues, and
Yes.
yeah, hopefully we get to see that new team.
What are his powers?
He's just like a marksman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's all I got.
There's Christmas going on.
That's
Nice.
a perfect Easter egg.
The Earth 3 was very reminiscent of the Flash show, obviously, from the 1990s.
Okay.
And that the Jokester versus him was like a nice call out.
Yeah, he was still called the Trickster, but he just had the colors
call him
of
Jokester again. Sorry,
He had the colors of Joker.
Jokester. He looks like him basically.
Yeah, because he's kind of pale face.
Yeah.
He had the hair and the purple clothing.
Man, if that's the closest we're gonna get to Joker, we'll just take it because it's freaking Mark Hamill.
I think he's been doing the Trickster longer than he's been doing the Joker, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did that way before. Yes, he's just more known as the what do you call that? The Joker. We did not get a preview.
No,
We did not. Freaking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gave us a preview for the freaking next half of the season, and this didn't give us
prepared. That's why.
So this
So
show.
wait, there was no preview. Then what did I watch?
You saw something?
No, I just watched a preview for this episode.
It comes back to the 24th, a week
Yeah.
before Germ's birthday.
Yeah.
And man, what do we theorize? The show is definitely it shifted because now we know that the future's there.
Yeah.
We have the origins of Savitar, who is the first meta-human.
For speed-based metahuman.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is the thing. Oh, this is what I found very interesting. What he kept saying, "I am the future Flash."
I don't know.
I think that was more like I am the future, comma, Flash.
But if you guys know where I was going with that theory,
Oh, you're
check
talking
out,
about-
just check out our video.
You're
that
talking
we
about
had
your
here.
thing from last season?
Yeah, I had a theory from last season
I mean,
that the future
that
Flash
could
coming.
work.
Yeah, but this
But-
guy's like, I don't know the timeline. They just said that he became, after he found the power.
Yeah.
So
And
I
that
thought that was
dude,
pretty
that dude
interesting.
that was like on
Holding
his
it was
knees,
pretty
yeah,
like he was
looked
pretty
buff as
jacked.
free. He looked like Oliver
Yeah.
from the back.
Freaking Oliver from like Earth 500 is Savitar. But obviously he's known to a lot of speedsters, so
Yeah.
never really know if that might be future Barry or something like that. It'll be interesting to see where they move forward from here. Jesse Quick is supposed to be coming back once the show returns with
Nice.
her father.
Nice.
What do you guys think is going to happen to Alchemy?
Alchemy? I mean, he doesn't have the stone. So.
Yeah. So you think he's going to be an ally for now, or?
I'd say, yeah, I would want
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
Yeah.
And Savitar mentioned that Barry locked him away in the Speed Force. Isn't that essentially what they just did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, he did what Savitar said he would come back to haunt him for, all over again.
Ah.
So maybe that's
Sounds
what
like a
he
Shoko.
wanted him to do.
Yeah, it's like a Shoko.
It's like a Shoko.
Yeah, maybe.
Because what happens to something that gets stuck in the Speed Force like that?
Someone else is gonna
It's
pull
like
it
getting lost in space.
out. Yes.
So who's gonna? There's an episode where there's behind the scenes footage of they got Gorilla Grodd and Savitar working together when we
What?
come back. So maybe Gorilla Grodd finds him.
That's crazy. By who?
You know what? So a speedster has to release him right from that box, or does the box open? Can the box open by accident? I mean, they did throw it into the Speed Force.
Yeah.
Is there a possibility that
Just
it-
tumble.
tumbles
springs
and then
open.
just
just like when Barry threw it, it opened.
that would suck.
Well, because we don't know how the heck that thing. Cisco just opened it like like it had nothing. There's no lock or anything. So who's to say that if he threw it, just because how would those two end up working together, Gorilla Grodd and him?
Dude, what if that happens?
What?
I was just thinking of Reverse Flash because he's connected to Grodd, right?
Yes.
Like, what if he stumbles upon it, right? At the same time as him and
no.
Damien Dark going through the Speed Force?
Oh,
you know how
God.
they're going to travel to the future?
Yeah.
What if it just, like, it hits them all along the way and they...
He's like, oh, a box. Picks it
What's
up,
in the bags?
opens it, and it's this big ass demon. He's like, oh
Yeah.
hell no! He runs away.
And that will still go to the theory of... The Legends theory that Gorilla Grodd could be the head of Legion of Doom.
Oh my god. How would you guys feel if you saw Savitar, Reverse Flash, a Gorilla Grodd, Malcolm Merlin, Snart, Damien Dark all in...
That's scary.
Well, first, I'd be very, very confused of what the hell Snart doing there.
Well, he's coming back.
Yeah, this week.
He's gonna show up this week to confront his friend.
Mick.
They recruited him onto the Legion.
Yes. He's a baddie this time.
And think about it. Legends is moving on to the same night as the Flash.
Flash. Yeah, that's a perfect way to, put it right there.
I'm going to
And
move this water
put
away
the-
because
the-
I might
the TV
spill
shows
all over
together.
our stuff out of excitement. How do
Yeah.
you guys feel about that super villain team?
I'm down for that, though.
That's insane. I'm down for this. I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be crazy because it's essentially gonna be like a continuation from Flash onto Legends.
I think the only way they could really stop Savitar is if they drag Hunter Zolomon's Black Flash back into this and he lock him up into whatever you take bad speedsters to. Because he's essentially death now.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think Barry could be fast enough?
I don't know. I think he's going to need some help, man. I really think he's going to need some help. We're going to have a team with Barry, Jay, Wally, Jesse.
The Flash family?
Yes, Vibe and Killer Frost. I think they're all going to need to come back and help him. I feel like that's what they're going to do. If they do like combine legends and all that, it's going to be like a face-off again. Like a mini crossover. Why the hell didn't you ask Kara's help to defeat Savitar, you nincompoop? She's right there.
She's not fast enough.
Doesn't matter. She can hold him and... Oh no, she can't see him. Yeah,
No, but
right.
Caitlyn froze him.
Yes.
For like a couple seconds, or not even a second, but...
Yeah, but then you're gambling on a woman keeping her sanity long enough to actually freeze this dude in place.
True.
I feel like she could control it though.
But she has, the wrist thing.
Yeah, just Cisco snap it on. It's like, oh, you could go too far. That's his role in the team, is to make sure she doesn't go AWOL.
Yeah.
Haywall.
But Bears might be right. Like that last time, if she does use it, she might turn fully.
Well, she's going to turn fully eventually, because we saw that battle between her and Cisco. It's all a matter of whether the appearance fits the behavior.
Oh,
Because she could look like Killer Frost, but not act like her at all.
Okay. That's true.
And I still really want to see Wally become the villain, but they could save that for another
next season.
Yes. But who do you guys suspect will fall?
Iris.
You still think she's really going to die?
One will fall, one will turn, and one will suffer fate worse than death.
Who will turn?
Wally.
I might have to agree with that.
Oh, and then someone who faced something worse than death is Joe, because both of his kids are, one's dead and then the other one turned into a villain.
Smooth.
And then Barry tries everything he can do.
That was crazy. That's awesome. I feel that theory. I like it.
It's a combined effort.
That's messed up. Like, we saw everything crumble before Barry the last 2 seasons, and then to see Joe, like, he's been the rock basically for the team. That will be the ultimate ouchies. I don't want Iris to die though.
I mean, that's the time that Barry could, go to Earth 38.
Visit his Kryptonian friend.
Yeah.
We're cool with that, I guess. But yes, that's crazy. There's some good theories. I like it. And then if one shall leave the team, I mean, to be honest, she really doesn't have anything else but some good ideas at times.
Yeah. And
she really hasn't written anything like ever since this season started. The byline of the 20 what was the date, Bears?
You're referring to the newspaper?
Yeah. That was written by Julie Greer, who is actually a love interest for Barry's son.
Oh, damn!
His son is named Jai with Iris. That's his son.
Okay.
His son with Iris.
Okay. So what if that night right there, they do it so they have a kid?
Woo!
And then the time will happen where...
Oh, damn. We're going to see freaking baby Jai next part of the season.
That date is... What's the date again? Where's...
I'm going to 25!
Yeah. That'll just make more sense. Because that's how many years... Oh, no. 8 years from now. That doesn't work. Yeah, never mind.
You're going to have a kid. I mean, he's fast, man. But I don't know if you can grow that baby that fast.
Never mind.
But Jai does have like a speed disease. Like when he's born, he ages faster.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. So like he has the appearance of like
kind of work.
Yeah, he has the appearance.
Weird. Technically, it's weird, but yeah.
Of a 5-year-old, but he's like 5 months old.
Oh.
I don't know. That's just getting into the weirder territory. But another thing is we could look at it as in if Barry does change the timeline again, that theory of one of the... So it's probably going to be centered around the Wests, right?
Yeah.
The one shall fall, one shall betray, and everything like that.
Yeah.
What if it's Joe who dies and it's Iris who has to see all that?
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I would feel too.
Yeah, I'd feel super...
I mean, we love Candace Patton and everything, but we would be very sad because Joe, like I said, has been...
Dude, your reaction to... No. No.
Iris is gonna die.
Dude, yeah, that's gonna suck if Joe dies, yeah.
Yeah, but it would push everyone forward.
Yeah.
It would really push everyone. And I guess things we could look forward to is Savitar obviously making his return with Gorilla Grodd, and then we're probably going to see Gorilla City.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's pretty much all we could theorize.
Yeah.
I really like to think that Savitar is Barry, but from the distant future or something like that, and that whole myth was
The
made up.
super future.
Yeah.
And he just went back just to like.
But the thing is, why would he kill Iris? That's the question. I don't think he would. So it might just be Savitar, and they're just poking at the future Flash with all the blue and the metal and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything else?
Not as far as I know.
No.
What were your favorite parts? Barry and Jay team up.
Yeah.
Love that scene.
I liked the scene where Julian gets taken over by Savitar.
Yes.
And he's like, before that, Cisco's like, I want you to count down from 10. And he's just like, 10.
That was fun.
Just that whole scene is just hilarious.
And HR reacting to it. Oh my god, that was terrifying with the voices and the noises.
That's how I'd react. That was absolutely terrifying. Weren't you guys scared at that? That was hard. My favorite part was Earth 3.
Yes. We need more. Like, see, this is the thing with the show. They need to explore all that more. Because it can show people that they're not technically allowed to show on the DC TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's just cameoing them.
Yeah.
It'd be really, really cool to see other heroes.
Yeah.
That'd be great for filler.
Yeah. Like, imagine we saw Batman in one. Just for one episode.
Just, he's like gliding through the air.
But I swear, if Barry goes through the portal and like he ends up on Gotham, I'm going to throw the controller at the screen. I do not want that to ever touch this. Ever. I'm sorry, but that show just went way... I gave them a chance and they went way off the rails.
Dude, what if in a different Earth, Ollie is Batman?
Whoa.
Oliver Queen is Batman in one, isn't he?
I don't know. In the comics, I don't know.
I have no idea. It seems
be
like
sick.
right up his alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. It's like, I'm the Green Arrow. Oh, I'm Batman. No, you're Ollie. No, I'm the Batman. But it would be cool to see that or Batman Beyond. Like a version of that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
They have so many Earths to visit.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
be interesting to see where they go after this. And I'm really thinking that the stories of Legend and Flash will like mesh together at some point. Another favorite part is that Caitlin made it snow with her powers.
Yeah.
And this episode ended on a happy note.
Okay. Yeah.
Because every mid-season finale is always, there's a shocker.
That's true.
But no, we ended up with a moment at the
Yeah.
end there. So with that being said, what do you guys rate this? I rate this a shoot.
I'm gonna rate this a speed a Speed Force Olympics out of 10.
Nice. I like that one. That's awesome.
I'm going to rate this one a Trickster Speedster Reunion out of 10.
Yay.
Nice.
Did you know that he was in the last Christmas episode from last year?
He was. They just like having him during Christmas,
it's
man.
nice.
It literally is the gift, the present that Mark Hamill goes on these shows. I rate this. God dang it. I can't ever think it's a Barry Allen, Jay Garrick team up out of 10.
Yay.
There you go. I forgot.
So it looks like Oliver Queen has never been Batman. I am wrong.
Oh.
Would have been cool, though.
Well, it still could happen, you know.
Yes.
There's 30. Well, as we know now, there's 38 Earths.
Who's not to say he's not Batman on one of them?
Yeah.
With that being said, you guys go leave your theories down below on what you think is going to come on the show and what you thought about this episode, the mid-season finale. And if you enjoyed, go leave a comment down below. No, leave a like down below. My brain is all scattered.
Come over to my channel where we figure out exactly how to make your own Philosopher's Stone. We don't actually know how, but we do have Agents of Shield videos, so that's kind of cool, right? It's something. It's a good. Just come check me out, please.
Be sure to check out our Creators Co. as well as social links down below. And don't forget to leave your hashtags for this week.
Hashtag Barry Allen and Jay Garrick team up. Hashtag Future Flash.
Yes.
Hashtag
I am the future Flash.
I am the future.
Comma Flash.
Yeah. Hashtag a very... Oh, that sounds weird. Flashy Christmas.
That was cheesy.
And I guess the collaborative hashtag. Okay, let's try to keep it in the pocket, guys. Let's not go too crazy with this.
Okay,
Okay.
I got this.
Wait. Everybody think of the word and everyone's ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, I don't. Okay, go.
Eggnog.
Meta.
Present.
Hashtag eggnog meta present.
Sounds pretty
Hell
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.